We are on the road to Benidorm, a city about an hour away from where we are. Today, you're going to see one of the most beautiful transformations you will have ever seen on a YouTube video. This is gonna be incredible.
¿Qué hay? ¿Cómo estás?
Brandy, man, qué tío más grande, ¿cómo está? Madre mía, ¿cómo está? Por favor, esas dosis, eso es culpa tuya, ¿eh? Oh, Brandy, Brandy. ¿Qué tal, tío? Míralo. Qué barbaridad.
Hola.
Hola. 20-something years ago, those cold nights in December, and the sound of
Brandy, tío, que no te gustaba que te hiciéramos vídeos, que estás hecho. ¿Cómo estás? Por favor, ¿cómo estás? Madre mía. Oh.
Hola, gordito.
I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back rewind, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt. We didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt. All we had was time.
Me alegra muchísimo.
Sneak it out in the night. Me playing the Fender and you singing, oh, it's alright. Beating hearts full of lust, shiny stars over us. Just a dream guiding us, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play.
Just look at this. Look at this. Wow, unbelievable. Randy's family has done such a beautiful job. He's a little bit fatty, but nothing that can't be fixed. I remember the day when I received a call from the shelter in Malaga, in the south of Spain. They say that, you know, they had rescued this dog, and I saw the pictures and I just couldn't believe it. It was terrible. So, wow, we went through so much with him. He went through how many surgeries? 4, 5? Because it had to be done in stages. And then he kept on licking his face, so the whole thing came out. It was really difficult. But look at this. Just look at this. Ah, beautiful.
Run through it all till break of dawn. You will always find how to go on.
Wow, Brandy went from being a broken mass of bones and teeth. People couldn't even look at him. YouTube censored the video, Facebook censored the video. It was a disaster. People just were afraid of him. He was a monster. But look at him now. Unbelievable. It took us 4 surgeries and the work of so many people and the helps of so many people to get him where he is today. but was it worth it? Please leave me a comment below. Tell me how you feel about this rescue. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your help and support. And please don't forget that everything you've seen, the treatments, the surgeries, the rehabilitation, the trips home, everything can only happen if we have your help. So please, if you can, join us as a sponsor. We need you. Please click here.
Ya está, dale.
Hi, it's me, the Let's Adopt show from home. Our videos used to be great. We used to go around saving animals. We used to travel around the world to rescue or to deliver them to their homes. But now with the lockdown, I'm using this opportunity to remind you of some old cases, of cases that were rescued years ago. Some were more recent. Many of you were here when they happened, so this is going to bring you good memories, and others, some of you are new. So this is going to show you what we are capable of to save a life. Today I'm going to show you one of our most beautiful rescues of last year, a puppy that came to us in a horrific condition, truly horrific. And in the end, well, you'll see what happened. Her name was and is Gordy. Treatment lasted for months. Gordy had to be operated several times. It was a really complicated process, and she was just that close to death so many times. But she made it, and she turned into a beautiful, although very interesting looking dog. This is the day when I took her home. Have a look.
Esa hostia, qué chula está.
Es irresistible ella, es irresistible.
Ya verás.
Me encanta.
Es chulísima. ¿Qué pasa, Bella? ¿Qué pasa, Gordi? Ya verás tú, ya verás
Vamos
arriba.
a soltarla ahí. Vamos a ver, venga. Vamos, Gordi. Ya está. Ale. Venga.
¡Ay!
Uy.
¡Ay, por Dios! ¡Sí! ¿Qué pasa? ¡Ay, chiquitita!
Bueno, la cuidáis, ¿eh?
Claro que sí.
Ahí. Otro eso. Y tú también.
Bueno, estoy encantada de conoceros y va a estar, vamos. ¿Que sí? Ay, sí. ¿A que sí? ¿Eh?
So nice. So nice. Look at this. Hi. Since I published yesterday's video, I have received lots of messages asking me about the circumstances and how come I went there to rescue Kika. Okay, well, the thing is that as many of these cases, usually I get a tip-off by the police or by the authorities, and in this case it was the mayor's office who asked for my help. Okay, it turned out that Kika is 12 years old. Okay, this family bought her or acquired her 12 years ago. When she became 1 year old, she was put on the roof. So she's been on that roof for 11 years. 11 years. In 2016, a neighbor, really sick and tired of seeing her on that roof, also noticed that she was developing this mass, a tumor. Apparently, there have been many police reports over the years, many. But every time the police went there and they saw that she had a little doghouse and she had water and she had some food, and that was it. They considered the situation that it was okay. And this is the problem with this country. You see, until very recently, all those situations were not regulated. So we have very weak laws, and circumstances like the situation in which Kika was living, this is considered okay. Now, for you and for me and for everyone with a little bit of brain, this is clearly an injustice and a crime, but not for the laws here, until recently. Lately, these things have started to change. The laws are becoming stronger, and there are now ordinances in the villages and in the municipalities where this kind of situation is considered illegal. And this is why the authorities here contacted us and say, look, we have the situation, we want this dog to be removed, and this family will be willing to give the dog to you. Will it be okay? Will you take her? I say, yes, of course I did. So we went to the house, and I was really shocked by the coldness of those people. They really didn't care at all. The moment I saw her, I started asking some questions, and immediately I was lied upon. They say that the mass started barely a few months ago. This is a complete lie. There's been reports of this since 2016. They say that the dog had been living there for about a year. This is also a complete lie. There's been reports of the dog living there for the last 11 years. So I was really shocked, and but I really couldn't engage. I couldn't have an argument with these people. What would be the point? My main priority was to get Kika out of there and into the hospital right away. So this is how it happened, and this is what you saw in yesterday's video, and this is why you saw me filming the owner. You know, my intention was just get the dog out of there, take her to the hospital, and then we'll see what we do. I will be telling you about this because this is not going to end like this. There's going to be prosecution here. But my first priority was to save Kika. I also wanted to elaborate on a point that I think you will, if you reflect upon it, you will see how interesting is human nature. Do you remember about a few years ago, we rescued a dog called Ava? Okay, Ava was coming from a house. She had been neglected for many years. The dog had been developing this tumor in the face. The family did nothing, and they only contacted us when it was too late. Ava came to the hospital, we did tests, we did a CT scan. It was too late for her. There was nothing we could do. She was euthanized. Now, consider this in comparison with Kika's case. Kika lived on top of a roof for 11 years. She developed a tumor. For many years, the family did nothing until they finally, when it was too late, they contacted us. We went to rescue her. So it is actually the same story than Ava. Luckily for Kika, we've arrived just in time, so she's going to be operated tomorrow. But there was a crucial difference. Visually, okay? Whereas in Ava's case, the tumor was on the face. People saw it. They were so sad. They donated, they shared, and even today, still one of our most watched videos. In the case of Kika, the reaction hasn't really been the same. Very few people have helped. Very few people have donated. And the reason is because the tumor, the mass, is on the backside. Call it human nature. I don't know why that is, but we're fascinated by anything that has to do with the face, that is visual. We look, we stare. But when something has to do with the backside, we just look away. We don't look. So in this case, her vagina is affected by the tumor, her rectum is affected by the tumor. So we just don't want to look, because in our prude minds, it is disgusting. These are the private parts of the animal. So when we have a case of a dog that has suffered so much, but is so unlucky that the tumor happened to be on her private parts, as much privacy as a dog can have, then we don't look, we look away because he's in the back. Just think about it. So in the end, what does this, how do we have to do this? So we can't rescue black dogs because people will look away because they're black. So if the dog has an injury in the back or has a tumor in the back, then also no, people will not help because it has a tumor in the back. It's crazy, huh? It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm laughing because thank God we have some great supporters and people, they stick by us and our cases. But think about it. If you have to choose which dog to rescue based on the exact position of the injury or the disease, okay, so if the dog has something in the ears, that's okay. If he has something in the back, no. If the dog is black, no. If the dog is white, yes. Can you imagine? But this is unfortunately what social media is forcing us to. It's not forcing us to do anything because we will never comply with anything like this. That's why we rescue black dogs, and that's why we rescue dogs with tumors on the backside, because it's the right thing to do. But you know that when you have a dog with an injury on the back, people are gonna look away. If it's a dog and it has an injury on the penis, people will definitely not help. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. So I just wanted you to reflect upon this little fact, which is really sad, but it's at the same time quite enlightening and is quite descriptive of human nature. We're so strange. We're so strange. I was going to say we're so funny, but it's not funny. It's actually quite sad. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. Tomorrow we will be operating Kika. Surgery will be quite early in the morning. It's a Saturday, and we don't really like to have surgeries on the weekends, but this has to be done tomorrow. So please, if you can, give us a hand. Kika needs your help, and so do we. So please, if you can, consider becoming one of our sponsors. There's a Patreon page here. You can go there, select the level of support that you can give us on a monthly basis, and join us. There's going to be a massive surgery tomorrow. This is a huge tumor, and is in the back. But please, help us. We need you. For the past few days, we've been involved in some of the most complicated rescues we've ever undertaken. First of all, we were evacuating Ayana from Ethiopia to the US. That was such an ordeal, so complicated. There was no internet in Ethiopia. they cut it down to stop students from copying or something really crazy. So communications were really difficult with the airlines, with the volunteers. We were not getting any pictures, we were not getting any updates. It was really complicated. Anyway, I'm glad to report that Ayana is now in the United States. She's very happy at home, and she's going to continue her treatment over there. We're very happy. Second, for the last 2 days, we've been dealing with this horrific case. His name is Sky. Sky was rescued in Romania. From Romania, he went to Germany. He was adopted in Germany, but when the family received him, they couldn't believe the condition in where he was. Half of his face was completely destroyed. I mean, it was so damaged. The bus must have been someone who cut his head, his entire head, with a spade, with a shovel, I think you call it in English. It was really horrific. So there is damage to the skull, nearly missed the brain, the muscles in the face are gone, the eye is gone, really horrible, really horrible. But the worst thing is that Sky, his mouth, his jaw is locked. As a result of this, because of all the damage in the muscles and the bone, is completely locked. So he's eating through a little hole that they made on the side. They took some teeth out in Romania, and that's how they feed him, through the outside. And it's really horrific. Right now, I mean, he's in good spirits. He's okay. He's eating well through the side, through a puree. But we have to do something to fix him, and this is going to be really complicated because there's so much damage on that jaw. So we're going to have to build and design a prosthesis for the jaw. This is done on human medicine sometimes. Again, it's not a usual. I mean, usually people don't. I mean, it has happened, but it's not a usual thing. So we're gonna do this thing for Sky. Really complicated, really complex treatment. This is not a one surgery that is done and you pay for it and the dog is gone. It's gonna be a process. There's gonna be a preparation surgery. We have to fix the eye, the skin that is so damaged and infected. Oh, really difficult. So thank you for being here. I'm very glad that you guys are following this channel. So many of you have signed on to Patreon. As you know, since YouTube changed its advertising policies, they've made more difficult for us to monetize our videos. But some of you are joining us on Patreon. Please, if you can, consider going there, because it's going to be a really great help. So please now watch the video we've made of Sky. You're gonna see his progress. We made a CT scan. I mean, just terrible, just terrible. The cruelty of people is
realizado un estudio de TAC completo con una reconstrucción en 3D. Hemos valorado los radiólogos, el servicio de traumatología y los cirujanos, yo en concreto como cirujano maxilofacial. Y bueno, la verdad que tenemos una situación complicada. No es tan complicada la parte que más nos llama la atención a todos, ¿no? Tan desagradable, que es la pérdida del tejido blando, las estructuras expuestas, parte de la maxila que no es funcional, la verdad no puede masticar por ahí, la infección que tiene, la zona donde ha perdido el ojo y que hay un área de infección interior. Todo esto no es lo que nos preocupa, porque toda esta parte de tejido blando la vamos a poder reconstruir y bueno, no vamos a poder, por desgracia, pues hacer que tenga un ojo funcional, pero bueno, como por suerte tiene el otro ojo por el que tiene una visión perfecta, pues eso no afecta a su calidad de vida, solamente estéticamente. Entonces todo esto lo vamos a mejorar para que tenga una calidad de vida como se merece Sky. Lo que nos preocupa es que no puede abrir la boca. Y no puede abrir la boca porque en el TAC en 3D, lo veréis perfectamente en los vídeos, en la reconstrucción tridimensional vemos como la articulación temporomandibular del lado izquierdo es normal, pero la articulación temporomandibular del lado derecho pues no existe, se ha destruido por el traumatismo. También ha perdido el arco cigomático, la zona del pómulo, toda esta zona no la tiene y no puede articular, no puede abrir la boca, se ha consolidado todo porque no se ha hecho nada, se ha hecho una osificación ahí y estamos estudiando de qué manera podemos solucionar. Vamos a recurrir al mismo equipo que hemos trabajado con Spirit, Fernando Gómez, que es un compañero cirujano maxilofacial de Humana, muy reconocido, y mi hermano, que también trabajaba con él, y vamos a tratar de, pues igual que con Spirit, buscar una sinergia entre un equipo de médicos especialistas en este tipo de situaciones en personas y de veterinarios para valorar poner una prótesis o hacer algo que realmente le permita, no que mejore su aspecto físico, porque eso ya os digo que no me preocupa nada, sino que pueda abrir la boca y tener una calidad de vida y masticar y poder disfrutar como cualquier otro perro, y lo vamos a conseguir con una prótesis o con una cirugía reconstructiva en una, en dos o en 3 fases. Gracias por todo lo que os estáis volcando, porque por desgracia esto es una realidad.
Many of you have asked, what happened to Sky? How did he get so bad? Where was he found? How did you rescue him? What's his story? About a week ago now, we received an email from a family in Germany. They told us that they had rescued a dog in Romania. The dog was found in a Romanian village about 4 months ago, and rescued by a local Romanian group who got him off the streets, took some pictures, and found a family for him in Germany. Interestingly enough, what happened is that those people sent pictures of Sky, but only of his good side. They didn't show the other side of his face, actually this one. So these are the pictures that they sent to the family, and the family thought, oh, poor baby, he needs some help, let's adopt him. So when the dog arrived to Germany, they found out that his condition had nothing to do with the dog that they had seen on pictures. They were desperate. They took him to several vets. The vets said, there's nothing we can do, this is too much, best thing is to euthanize him. But that family didn't want to kill Sky. They thought there has to be a way. So they persevered. They looked for several vets. They all say the same. Still, they continued pushing. They fed him through a hole on the jaw, and Sky responded. And his condition got better, and he got along with the other dogs in the house. They have another 1 or 2 dogs. But the family continued looking for help, but they couldn't find it. All over Europe, nobody wanted to help this dog. Until last week, when they wrote to us, and I said, what's the problem? So they showed me the pictures, and they said, look, his jaw is locked. He cannot open it. 2 centimeters maybe, at most. I asked them to send me some X-rays, and they did, but we couldn't really see what the problem was. I mean, we could see what the problem was, but we didn't know what the state of the joint was. So we told them, look, okay, fine, we'll take care of this. Bring him over, and we'll take over from now. So Sky has a beautiful family that are waiting for him over there anxiously, but they know that right now they have to be patient, because we are his only hope, really. There's no other vet or no other hospital that has said we can do this, and even us, we have to be really creative, because we're gonna have to design a prosthesis for the jaw, and this is not something that is usually done for dogs. It's done for humans, for people that have had several serious accidents, and the jaw has the joint has been destroyed, but never for dogs, or not as far as we know. So we're designing, and we're building special prosthesis for this. In the meantime, Sky is very well, is very happy with us at the hospital. The girls love him. He's very nice, he's shy, but after a while he gets to like you, and he's a really loving dog. So in today's video, I wanted to, because many people ask us, how does he eat? How does he eat? If his jaw is locked, I want to see how he eats. So here's a quick update with part of his story until now, and then we're showing you how Sky eats. It's not easy for him. It's quite, I'm not gonna say painful. Maybe there is a certain component of pain, but it's hard. It's hard. A dog of his size cannot eat like this. It's really tricky. So yeah, I'm also going to update on Coco's condition. Remember Coco, rescued 10 days ago, I think it was. His urinary system was all broken because of trauma. We had to operate him. We had to do some incredible surgery there. And then just as I was going to update again on him, Sky's case happened, and we've been focusing on him since. So I want to update on Coco as well. And he's doing great. He's a little cat. He's such a fighter. Incredible. I know he's gonna make someone very happy, very, very happy. And well, we have the hospital full of cases. There will be more updates next week. We will be continuing updating on Sky and on the process of surgery and preparations and everything. I want to thank those of you that are really loyal, and it's funny when I read the comments that you guys leave, and I'm so happy because we have connected. That's to someone, to a rescuer. It's very important to know that there are people that appreciate his work and that are there for him and for his animals. We're trying to do something really special. Let's Adopt. We're focusing on the animals that no one else wanted to help or could help, and we couldn't do it without this incredible community. Many of you leave comments or send me an email. How can I help? Well, 3 things that people can do. One is to write and ask about a possible adoption. That's great. If we can organize it, we will bring the animal to you. It depends where you are, but you know, if you are the perfect family for the animal, he will get there. And then of course, everything you see here, all these surgeries, all this team at the hospital and everything, we have to pay for it. The hospital is not ours, we're the client, so we have to pay a tremendous amount of money every month. So please, if you can, and that will really help, you can either donate through PayPal, there is a link down below, or you can join Patreon. Patreon is very useful because I mean, as YouTube stopped monetizing our videos and our income went down by, I don't know, 90% or 80%, I don't know, something. Patreon allows us to have a stable income. So if you can, join us on Patreon. Any amount will do. Just think of a Starbucks a month, you know, a coffee latte. Well, every month I'm gonna give Victor and his animals a coffee latte, and that will really help. So if you wish, if you can, join us on Patreon. Now enjoy the video. Sky and Coco.
¿Nos sentamos, Sky? ¿Nos sentamos? Muy bien. Esto es muy grande aún, ¿ves? ¿Puedes apreciar? ¿Has visto? ¿Lo que abre?
Sí.
Te voy a traer Paws para que comas.
See the ocean, how it sways in the sun, keeping our stories in its motion. Lies the truth about us.
Everyone was in love with him at the hospital. Today they were. You see, you cried now when you see him. Today there were a lot of people crying when he left.
Yes, I thought that too.
It's
Yeah, that was clear.
Stories of joy and sorrow, dying to know it all.
very good. Oh, look who's here! Oh my God! Oh. But do they know each other? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yes. 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 Oh yes. Oh.
Hola. ¿Qué? Pero qué guapo eres. ¿Qué pasa? Madre mía, qué chicarrón. Ay, qué chicarrón. Hola. What's your name?
When we're older, they will still stand tall. This time will tell, we might never know. We'll be gone before it all begins. Send me your songs of tomorrow. I'm dying to know it all. Stories of joy and of sorrow. I'm dying to know it all. Send me your songs of tomorrow. I'm dying to know it all. Stories of joy and of sorrow. I'm dying to know it all.
Oh.
To know it all.
Nee, Bobby, wir haben dich auch. Wir haben dich auch.
Os prometimos que lo haríamos y lo hemos hecho. La nueva vida de Coco y de Sky. Chicos, no podemos hacer esto sin vosotros. Por favor, asociaros a nosotros. Acabamos de empezar un programa de asociados y eso va a permitir que Let's Adopt haga muchísimo más llegue muchísimo más lejos y podamos salvar muchísimas más vidas. Por favor, aquí debajo hay un vínculo de asociados, dadle allí y elegir el nivel de apoyo que nos podéis dar. Ayudadnos a seguir rescatando. Salva vidas con nosotros.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl or boy without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear. 8 pair of antlers, onwards ever go.
Hi, this is Viktor Larkhill, Let's Adopt Extreme Rescue. We are an animal rescue charity that saves animals in extreme conditions, horrific injuries, terrible trauma, abuse, neglect. These animals have gone through hell on earth. For the past 15 years, we have been saving them, day after day, week after week. We never stopped. As a result, today there are thousands of animals living happily in homes around the world, and there's even more people, more families, whose lives have been completely transformed. 2 months ago, when the coronavirus crisis started, we immediately knew we were going to be facing an enemy that posed an unprecedented challenge. We never faced anything like this. You see, we're good at fighting animal cruelty. We're good at giving amazing treatments to our animals. We're good at rehabilitating and sending animals home. But facing a virus that completely shocks the entire world economy, we were not ready for this. Right off the bat, we lost nearly 80% of our donors. Suddenly, the whole thing dried up completely. There was so much uncertainty, so much fear. Over the past few weeks, we've been making pleas, we've been telling the world that we're still here, that we've been telling our friends and our donors, please, please don't desert us, don't abandon us. In a way, we feel like those animals that we save, we're here asking for help. We are facing unprecedented conditions. We are facing horrible unemployment rates across the board. The entire world is in shock. And with the world, us, we're just looking at how are we going to take care of the animals that we have already saved. We have a hospital full of animals being treated. We have 2 rescue centers. We have animals that you know, because you've seen our videos. Nancy, Dickens, Jordan, Romeo, Canela. We have a massive responsibility, and the entire world has just suddenly fallen upon us. I'm making this video today as an appeal to our friends, to our donors, to the ones that left, to the ones that remain, and to those people out there that love animals and that have been involved with animal rescue at some point in their lives. You know what we do. You know what we're facing. If you're currently going through hardship, if you're currently going through, if you've lost your job, if you've been made redundant, please don't donate. It's okay. Please take care of yourself. But if you haven't, if you're still in a position to help, if you're in a position to put some aside for a worthy cause, please help us. We are here. Our animals need you. Please donate. Help us continue saving lives. Thank you.
Dad, I hear you're recording for the World Awareness Society. What is that?
Yeah, you mean World Animal Awareness Society? Well, I'm a volunteer with the World Animal Awareness Society, Emerson. I volunteer my voice for use in animal rescue videos. And I don't know if you know this, but everyone at the World Animal Awareness Society is a volunteer.
But what do they do?
They're award-winning volunteer filmmakers who have interacted with 2,200 animal welfare nonprofits, including Maddie's Fund and Austin Pets Alive, providing information-rich content to more than 45 countries in the last 10 years.
Dad, what's that mean?
Okay, Em, how about this? They make short movies about animals that are in peril, that are hurting, in bad shape or dying, or homeless in the streets. They film rescuers doing heroic work so they can focus on saving lives. The World Animal Awareness Society posts the rescue videos on social media, and then they're broadcast on TV, sharing the heroic stories with people all over the world so they can understand what's really going on.
Cool. I like animals. How did you start volunteering?
Well, I met their director through social media and saw the work that they were doing and knew that I could help their cause. So I asked if I could volunteer. I am very fortunate to have really great jobs providing the voice to so many shows that I believe it's important to give back. Since I've been volunteering with the World Animal Awareness Society, they have created the 7th most influential YouTube channel for dog rescue lovers in the world, WA2S Films.
That's so cool. Hey, Dad, nice job. Do you think I could volunteer too?
You already are, Em. You already are.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.
Yep, that'll do, Emerson. That'll do.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.